Now, the another important topic from our class is invasive species. Okay, what are invasive species and why are we studying this? A recent study found that Lantana camara, okay, whatever you name you can pronounce it, Lantana camara, whatever you found appropriate, has threatened 40% of the tiger habitats. Actually, this study was conducted on basis on for the tiger habitats. ठीक है, जो टाइगर हैबिटेट्स की स्टडी हो रही थी और वहां पे ऑब्जर्व किया गया कि लैंटेना कैमेरा, इट इज अ फ्लावरिंग प्लांट, ठीक है, ऑर्नामेंटल प्लांट. इट वाज ब्रॉट फ्रॉम यूरोप एज एन ऑर्नामेंटल प्लांट टू इंडिया. ठीक है, नाउ इट हैज थ्रेटेंड द एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ 40% of the tiger habitats in India. What is invasive species and what are other invasive species other than Lantana camara? These are the issues of our discussion. Okay, so why in news? A recent study found that Lantana camara, a tropical American shrub, okay, it was not brought from Europe. Actually, it was brought during the time of British rule as an ornamental shrub. ठीक है, because it has beautiful flowers, little flowers. ठीक है, and the flowers form a bouquet kind of when they blossoming, they form a bouquet, so they look beautiful. But it is an invasive species which has a potential to destroy the biodiversity. ठीक है, and the worst affected parts are Shivalik Hills, Central India and southwestern Ghats of the, ठीक है, Western Ghats, with the ability to adopt. अब invasive species, this was brought from tropical America, मतलब जो टेक्सास वाला एरिया है यूएस का, वो वाला टेक्सास, मेक्सिको एंड दैट काइंड ऑफ. ठीक है, तो it is now in India, it has found a very suitable climate because India is a tropical country. Okay, now Bandipur Tiger Reserve has seen greening of the reserve. सैटेलाइट इमेजरी से हमें पता चला कि बांदीपुर टाइगर रिजर्व इज एक्चुअली ग्रीनिंग. ठीक है, तो व्हाट वी कंक्लूडेड वाज कि बांदीपुर टाइगर रिजर्व में बहुत ज्यादा डेंस फॉरेस्ट हो रहे हैं. बट व्हेन दिस हैबिटेट स्टडी वाज कंडक्टेड, वी फाउंड दैट ग्रीनिंग इज ड्यू टू द इन्वेजन ऑफ लैंटेना कैमेरा एंड नॉट ड्यू टू द extension of the forest itself. Understood? And that is a very dangerous thing because now this is the flower I'm trying to refer to. This is Lantana camara. Okay, this is Lantana camara. It was an ornamental shrub brought during the European times to India. ठीक है, what are invasive species? ठीक है, first of all, there is a classification of alien species based on conventional biodiversity. ठीक है, what is an alien species? Alien species are those species which are not native to the ecosystem. For example, India में pigeons are not native. Pigeons were actually brought from Persia. ठीक है, तो pigeons are invasive species. बट किसी भी स्पीसीज को इन्वेजिव एलियन स्पीसीज और नेचुरलाइज्ड स्पीसीज में क्लासिफाई करते हैं. ठीक है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल देयर आर टू काइंड ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन. द फर्स्ट वन इज नेचुरल स्पीसीज, जो इंडिया के इकोसिस्टम में नेचुरली एग्जिस्ट करती हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल गिर टाइगर्स और बंगाल टाइगर्स. ओके, दूसरी है एलियन स्पीसीज. एलियन स्पीसीज मतलब दो स्पीसीज विच आर नॉट नेचुरली इवॉल्व्ड इनटू आवर इकोसिस्टम, but they were a part of some different kind of ecosystem and now they have become a part of our own ecosystem. तो जब कोई एलियन स्पीसीज किसी और इकोसिस्टम में जाती है तो वहां पे दो अपॉर्चुनिटीज है उसके पास. या तो वो इस क्लाइमेट में सर्वाइव नहीं कर पाएगा एंड इट विल पेरिश, या उस क्लाइमेट में वो बहुत बेहतर तरीके से सर्वाइव कर सकता है. वाई? सेकेंड वाला, फर्स्ट वाला इजीली अंडरस्टैंडेबल है. अगर गिर टाइगर्स को ले जाके हम साइबेरिया में डाल दें तो ऑफ कोर्स दे विल पेरिश बिकॉज देयर बॉडीज आर नॉट अडेप्टेड टू द काइंड ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट दैट एग्जिस्ट इन साइबेरिया. ठीक है, बट द सेकंड काइंड ऑफ कंडीशन इज कि व्हेन कि एक स्पीशीज एक इकोसिस्टम से आके दूसरे इकोसिस्टम में और ज्यादा पॉपुलरली मतलब बेहतर तरीके से थ्राइव कर रही है. ये कब हो सकता है? फॉर एग्जाम्पल पीजन्स का एग्जाम्पल आप ले लो. you will see pigeons ka population is growing at a very fast rate. Wherever you see there are pigeons, but bulbuls ki population has declined very steadily. Understood? Okay, so what are the kind of reasons that we need to look into? Okay, the first one is एक comparative analysis कर सकते हैं pigeons, P-I-E-G-O-N-S, pigeons and bulbul. Bulbul is a bird, ठीक है, या sparrow. Okay, house sparrow. Okay, the pigeons came from Central Asia and Persia basically, whereas sparrows were present in India. So nature has a way of keeping the ecological balance. Sparrows का जो rate of reproduction है, it is not very fast, ठीक है, due to which a certain population, ठीक है, a certain population is maintained, ठीक है. But pigeons का rate of reproduction is very high, very very high, due to which इनका population, and whenever population increases, what happens? The conflict appears. Of what kind? Conflict of space and food, ठीक है. But this pigeon is not a very specific, the diet of pigeon is not very specific. The pigeon can eat like it has a very varied diet, whereas the house sparrow has a very limited diet, ठीक है. दूसरा चीज ये है कि pigeons can easily thrive into the buildings, whereas sparrows find it difficult. Understood? The third point is the kind of houses that are now being made, modular houses. They don't have a lot of like places in which these sparrows can nest. But pigeons you can see anywhere and everywhere. They don't even make their own nests. They can breed anywhere. Okay? So due to which the pigeon is having a very high chance of survival. Whereas when the population of pigeons is increasing, they are not only competing among themselves, they are also competing with the population of the sparrows, and they are also eating up upon their food plus space. ठीक है, food and space दोनों पे ये competition है. अब since the pigeons are strong, they having a higher reproductive, क्योंकि they were desert birds, ठीक है, जहाँ पे इनका population check में था due to lack of food. Now they came to tropical country like India. यहाँ पे absence of food is not a problem. यहाँ पे बहुत ही abundance of food है. But now these pigeons have evolved when they were present in their desert kind of ecosystem. They evolved themselves to a very varied kind of diet also, due to which इनका survival हमारे tropical ecosystem जहाँ पे food का abundance है बहुत easily. Now what they have done is they have tried to compete with the domestic or native species and tried to replace them. Understood? In the terms of food and space, due to which the sparrow ka population is declining, whereas the pigeon ka population is increasing. So alien species, pigeon is not only an alien species, it is also an invasive species. Understood? So alien species is any species that has been brought from a different ecosystem in which it naturally did not evolve to a different ecosystem. Okay? But alien species can be of two types. First one is invasive alien species. The second one is naturalized species. When this alien species is brought to the new ecosystem, but it does not harm other species and it becomes a part of the ecosystem it has been brought into, and it produces itself on the natural level. ठीक है, मतलब कि अगर पिजन डेजर्ट इकोसिस्टम से आके इंडिया के इकोसिस्टम में आते और वही रेट ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन भी रहता और वही रेट ऑफ increase of population रहता, तो they would not have been considered alien species. But alien species are those species which harm, whose introduction and spread threatens the biological diversity of the habitat. मतलब those species जिनका इंट्रोडक्शन किसी इकोसिस्टम में वहां की बायोडाइवर्सिटी को और वहां की नेटिव स्पीशीज की पॉपुलेशन को हार्म करे, हम वैसी स्पीशीज को क्या कहते हैं, इन्वेजिव एलियन स्पीशीज कहते हैं. नाउ देयर आर फ्यू कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ इन्वेजिव स्पीशीज. हैव द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ अ पायोनियर स्पीशीज, टॉलरेंट ऑफ वाइड रेंज ऑफ सॉइल एंड वेदर कंडीशंस, ठीक है, generalist in distribution, okay, produce a copious amount of seed that disperse easily. इसका बेस्ट एग्जांपल है यूकेलिप्टस, ठीक है. यूकेलिप्टस आपने जरूर देखा होगा, अगर नहीं देखा है तो आई हैव समथिंग. दिस इज यूकेलिप्टस, ओके, ओ सॉरी, दिस इज जूलीफ्लोरस प्रोसिपस जूलीफ्लोरा. यूकेलिप्टस तो आपने देखा ही होगा. ओके, तो इसका बेस्ट एग्जांपल है ऑफ कोर्स यूकेलिप्टस एंड नाउ वी सॉ व्हाट, जूलीफ्लोरस प्रोसिपस जूलीफ्लोरा, ठीक है. और pigeons also, the rate of reproduction is very high, grows aggressive root systems, okay, short generation time, high dispersal rate. मतलब in this is case of flora. If it is case of fauna, तो fauna के केस में मतलब animals के केस में short gestation period and high dispersal rate, मतलब high reproduction rate of reproduction. For example, pigeons, long flowering and fruiting periods, broad native range, ठीक है, abundant in native range. Even they are, when they were present in their native ecosystem, they were abundant there also, ठीक है. Okay. Other invasive species, as I said, pigeon, Prosopis juliflora. ये आपने पेड़ जरूर देखा होगा, ऐसी फ्लावर्स वाला, ठीक है, ऐसी लीव्स एंड ऐसा फ्रूट्स. तो दिस इज Prosopis juliflora. दिस इज ऑल्सो एन इन्वेजिव स्पीसीज इन इंडिया, ठीक है. लैंटेना कैमेरा, ऑस्ट्रेलियन अकासिया यानी यूकेलिप्टस. ओके, नाउ अनदर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक एट हैंड इज ग्लेशियर लेक आउटबर्स्ट फ्लड. अभी उत्तराखंड में चमोली डिस्ट्रिक्ट में, उत्तराखंड के चमोली डिस्ट्रिक्ट में ग्लेशियर लेक आउटबर्स्ट फ्लड हुआ है, ठीक है. तो चमोली डिस्ट्रिक्ट, दिस इज चमोली. दिस रीजन इज कॉल्ड गढ़वाल डिवीजन, दिस इज कॉल्ड कुमाऊं डिवीजन. अल्मोड़ा, नैनीताल, ओके, उधम सिंह नगर, चंपावत एंड पिथौरागढ़, दीज आर the region of Kumaon, the Kumaon division, ठीक है. Uttarakhand has been divided into two basic geographical regions, that is the first one is Kumaon and the second one is Garhwal division. So this is the point, ठीक है. Okay, this area around Joshimath, ठीक है, this is also having the Nanda Devi National Park. This area, यहाँ पे this tag, the red tag that represents the Tapovan area, जहाँ पे डिजास्टर हुआ. चमोली, उत्तराखंड के चमोली डिस्ट्रिक्ट में there was a glacier lake outburst flood due to which a severe disaster took place and Tapovan hydro project got passed away, ठीक है. And Tapovan tunnel में around 150 people were stuck and many people have died also. तो दिस जोशीमठ एरिया, ठीक है, बद्रीनाथ, केदारनाथ, गंगोत्री, उत्तरकाशी, रुद्रप्रयाग, श्रीनगर, पौड़ी, कसौनी, मंसूरी, दिस रीजन, यू कैन these regions, ठीक है, ये जो व्हाइट वाला है, ऑल दिस रीजन इज ऑफ ग्लेशियल रीजन, ठीक है. तो वन इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग अबाउट हिमालयाज इज हिमालयाज का जो माउंटेन्स है दैट इज नॉट वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग इन द सेंस कि Himalayas are a very new mountains. The relative stability of Himalayan mountains is very poor as compared to the Aravalli mountains, for example, or Vindhyan mountains, for example. Why? Because of the constant folding that is going on, है ना. तो जियोमॉर्फिक जो एक्टिविटीज है ना, और इवन आर्टिफिशियल एक्टिविटीज यानी एंथ्रोपोजेनिक एक्टिविटीज जो है, ठीक है, उनकी जियोमॉर्फिक एक्टिविटीज यानी जियोलॉजिकल एक्टिविटीज, फॉर एग्जांपल लैंडस्लाइड्स, है ना, और ये volcanoes, है ना, और anthropogenic activities, for example road construction and all, that has already weakened the weak existing rocks of Himalayas, ठीक है, due to which a lot of natural disasters are going to happen in what Himalayan region, and Himalayan region is more very unstable, ठीक है. First important thing is because of the new, because this Himalayan mountains are very new in the sense that they are still very evolving due to इनका जो rock structure है, ठीक है, rock structure है, it is not very stable, ठीक है. तो मतलब अगर थोड़ा भी जियोलॉजिकल चेंज आता है तो these rocks may crumble, due to which natural disasters, this area is very much prone to natural disasters. Okay, but what happened in Chamoli district was a glacier break is suspected to have caused the flash floods in Uttarakhand's Chamoli district, which led to more than 100 people and missing, and many people have died. Okay. Due to which the flood a flood alarm has been raised on the banks of the river, Ganga, है ना, around UP and Bihar. So why has this happened? Moreover, the turbidity level of Delhi's water, ठीक है, Delhi, the state union territory of Delhi is fed water through a Ganga canal that comes from Haryana. That canal has actually the water from Ganga river. The turbidity level of that canal has raised to 8000 NTU. NTU is the unit of turbidity, ठीक है, due to which the water supply of Delhi was also affected for at least 2-3 days. Now what happened was, what is glacial lake outburst flood, ठीक है, when glaciers melt the water in the glacial lakes. Okay, इसको अगर समझना है तो बहुत easily हम समझ सकते हैं इस डायग्राम से, ठीक है. तो this is, you can see the whole ice capped mountains. Okay, this point you can see is a glacier, ठीक है. The glacier is retreating glacier का मतलब होता है, अगर ये एग्जांपल है, ये लेक है, ठीक है, ये ग्लेशियर का टंग है, this is ice पूरी तरीके से, है ना. Retreating glacier means the glacier that is melting away means retreating, this tongue is receding. Okay, so now this glacier is melting and this glacier, the water is being filled into the lake. These kind of lakes are formed in the glacier regions, ठीक है, जहां पे भी किसी प्रकार का ऐसा कैचमेंट एरिया है जहां पे वाटर कलेक्ट हो सकता है, वहां पे ग्लेशियर्स अपना वाटर आइस मेल्ट करके उसको लेक बना देते हैं. बट द इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज दीज लेक्स आर नॉट वेरी, द फाउंडेशन, द बॉर्डर्स ऑफ दीज लेक्स आर नॉट वेरी स्ट्रांग, इन द सेंस दैट जो इस लेक के बॉर्डर्स होते हैं वो मोरेन्स और पेबल्स और बहुत ही वीक मटेरियल से बना होता है, ठीक है. तो दिस मटेरियल इज ऑल्सो actually it's also flowing, in the sense you can see from here, ठीक है. This glacier is melting away. Okay, this glacier was actually present up to here. This glacier was actually present up to here. Now due to warming या increase of temperature, ठीक है, या it can be a natural retreat also, ठीक है. अगर विंटर्स में बहुत ज्यादा रेन होती है या स्नो होता है तो ये ग्लेशियर यहाँ तक पूरा कवर कर लेगा, एंड व्हेन द in the summer seasons when the temperature increases it starts retreating and the glacier melts away, ठीक है. तो what happens is यहाँ पे एक मोरेन ब्रीच हो गया है. You can see this is not a very strong foundation for the lake, ठीक है. Whenever the lake breaches, this is called glacial lake outburst flood. In the lower regions a lot of water is being pushed, जिसकी वजह से lower regions में flood आ सकता है, ठीक है. तो you can see from here, this is the boundary of moraine. This boundary is represented as this one. When it gets filled up, the filling of the lake or the sudden filling of the lake can be due to excessive rainfall, excessive snow, or due to some kind of a big rock is pushed into this, ठीक है. तो these processes can accelerate the glacial lake outburst flooding, ठीक है. Now I would like you to pay attention to this small video. ठीक है? What happens is this lake area, okay, this is the lake area. Whenever this glacier fills this lake area with a lot of what, ice or water, there's a breach that takes place, and this breach leads to flooding in the lower areas. This is called glacial lake outburst flood. It's a very simple explanation. ठीक है? तो I hope you understood what glacial lake outburst flooding is. ठीक है? Okay. Now risk assessment. I hope you understood what glacial lake outburst flooding is. Now the risk assessment. According to NDMA, the glacial retreat due to the climate change and due to the normal temperature variations of the climate or the season also, a lot of glacial lakes are being formed. But these glacial lakes are not very stable. ठीक है? Because they are not formed or in some kind of natural place of forming a lake, but they are formed due to the buds of the moraines. ठीक है? Most parts of the Hindu Kush Himalaya has given rise to formation of numerous new glacial lakes, which are major cause of glacial lake outburst flood. ठीक है? तो अब इनको मॉनिटर करने के लिए रिस्क असेसमेंट सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है. रिस्क असेसमेंट मीन्स टू असेस व्हाट काइंड ऑफ रिस्क दीज हायर माउंटेन्स आर पोजेसिंग. ठीक है? एन इन्वेंटरी एंड मॉनिटरिंग ऑफ ग्लेशियर लेक्स, water bodies in the Himalayan region of Indian River Basin. It was a study conducted by Central Water Commission. ठीक है? Central Water Commission that said that there are 352, 283 and 1393 glacial lakes and water bodies in the Indus, Gangetic and Brahmaputra basins. ठीक है? तो these glacial lakes are very much disaster prone. ठीक है? क्योंकि whenever there is a very minute change in the rainfall pattern, so these lakes can burst and lead to the flooding in the lower regions. ठीक है? Okay. Now, what are the NDMA guidelines? National Disaster Management Authority. It was formed in 2005. The first one is identification and mapping. ठीक है? Identification मतलब constantly surveying the areas which are glacial to map if there is any kind of a new glacial lake being formed. अगर form हो भी रही है तो what is the status of that glacial lake that might put that the lower regions under the stress. ठीक है? तो geomorphic by field observations, a record of the past events, geomorphic and geotechnical characteristics of the lake, dam, surrounding area. मतलब सबसे important है identification mapping. The second is NDMA guidelines in 2016 basically recommended that okay, NDMA जो है National Disaster Management Authority is chaired by PM. Okay. NDMA has recommended synthetic aperture radar SAR imagery to automate मतलब satellite based imagery हो constantly or to determine कि if there is a glacial lake formation or not. ठीक है? To manage lakes structurally, now the NDMA recommends the reducing the volume of water. If there is a lot of water in some such kind of lakes, glacial lakes, तो आर्टिफिशियली उनको ग्रेजुअली उनका पानी रिड्यूस किया जाए सो दैट द कंडीशन ऑफ द फ्लडिंग कैन बी अवॉइडेड. अब ऐसा कैसे किया जा सकता है? ओके, these are two basic examples. This is a glacial lake. Okay, that one. Okay, यहाँ पे इसके बड को हमने माइनर ब्रीच किया है बहुत कंट्रोल्ड वे में, एंड वहां से जो पानी है उसको हम ग्रेजुअली फ्लो कर रहे हैं. We can use this water in some kind of micro hydro water project also. So there can be an opportunity in a disaster. The second opportunity is you can make an artificial dam. ठीक है? This dam is not for some any kind of hydro water project or any kind of that thing, but a very small incision can be made to drain out the water of the lake. ठीक है? And वो बड़ा dam इसलिए ताकि वो lake outburst ना हो. Understood? And gradually from the bottom of that dam, gradually water can be extracted, so that अगर बहुत ज़्यादा पानी नहीं होगा तो बहुत ज़्यादा lake outburst होने का और flooding का chances reduce हो जाएगा. Okay? Now, I hope you understood that glacial lake outburst flood. बट देयर आर सम स्पेकुलेशंस कि बहुत हो सकता है कि वो GLOF से हुआ ही ना हो, रॉक्स टूटने की वजह से भी और डेब्री क्रिएट होने की वजह से भी बहुत ज्यादा हो सकता है. ओके. The another part is prevention of insults to National Honors Act 1971. This is very important. Why? Because police in Uttar Pradesh has booked a few persons under the Prevention of Insults to National Honors Act 1971. They actually draped a body of their relative in the national flag. He was actually a farmer, protesting farmer who died, and उसकी body को national flag में drape कर दिया था. तो उसके बाद उनको book कर दिया है पुलिस ने. So what are the features of the act? This act penalizes the desecration of, this is very important from exam, ठीक है? तो for the desecration of national flag, the constitution, national anthem and the map of India. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 kind of मतलब disobediences which can be punished under the insults to National Honor Act 1971. Section 2 of the act specifies punishment for insults to the national flag and the constitution. ठीक है. The law specifies acts of insult. अब acts of insults कौन-कौन सी हो सकती हैं? These are some kind of acts of insults, but these are not. This list is not exhaustive. The police can book you for other acts also, which tend to insult or tend to what? Desecrate the national anthem, flag, constitution and map of India. ठीक है. One you can make an observation here. अब देखो एग्जाम में कैसे आ सकता है. एग्जाम में they can state this line and say national song of India. ठीक है. ओके. तो नेशनल सॉन्ग ऑफ इंडिया का इंसल्ट इज नॉट कवर्ड अंडर व्हाट द इंसल्ट्स टू नेशनल ऑनर एक्ट 1971. ठीक है. तो व्हाट आर द काइंड ऑफ desecration? Burning, mutilation, defacing, disfiguring or showing disrespect to the national flag and the constitution also. ठीक है. But there is another law that is called Flag Code of 2002. The Flag Code of India is not basically a law. What is it? It is a set of executive instructions that are provided for the citizenry to follow. ठीक है. फ्लैग कोड बेसिकली डिटेल करता है कि फ्लैग किस डायमेंशन के बन सकते हैं, फ्लैग का इंसल्ट क्या क्या होगा, एंड व्हाट आर द काइंड ऑफ इंसल्ट्स दैट अ फ्लैग that can be done to flag. But one cannot be booked under the flag code. Why? Because flag code is not a law. Supreme Court has clarified that flag code are a set of executive instructions and not law. Law कौन सा है? Prevention of Insults to National Honor Act 1971. ठीक है. It is set of, okay, in Naveen Jindal, this one is very important. In the Naveen Jindal versus Union of India, Supreme Court ruled that flying the flag was a fundamental right under 19(1)(a). Under 19(1)(a) means 19(1)(a) freedom of expression. ठीक है. तो what Supreme Court said was कि the belief of patriotism or nationalism or adherence to one's flag is a natural thing. ठीक है ना. तो when one feels patriotic or one feels obliged to his country, he can feel obliged to fly a flag over his house. ठीक है. In that case, it will be an expression of his patriotism that should be protected under Article 19(1)(a), which protects the right to freedom of expression. Understood? But the Article 19(2) deals with the restrictions on the freedom of expression. तो अगर 19(1)(a) के अंदर protected है article, if the right to fly a flag is protected under Article 19(1)(a), then it should also be restricted by Article 19(2), because 19(2) में कौन से restrictions provided है? जो कि उन चीजों पर restrictions provided है जो Article 19(1)(a) में है. Understood? तो Supreme Court said that flag code the Insults to National Honor Act remains the fundamental law, but section 19(2) is also valid. Okay, मतलब ये दोनों laws के साथ मिलके अगर कोई रिस्ट्रिक्शन इम्पोज की जा सकती है तो की जा सकती है, अदरवाइज एनी पर्सन कैन फ्लाई what the national flag of India on the top of their house. Now what are the uses of national flag to drape the bodies? Because this case arose from a fact that a farmer or a protester was draped into the national flag. It can be used only when the funeral has been accorded the status of state funeral. Okay? The state governments or the national government can accord any funeral as a state funeral. Okay? State funerals are held if a person passed away belongs to police force, armed forces, office of president, vice president, prime minister, cabinet minister, chief minister और minister, है ना? तो इन cases में the flag can be draped across the dead person's body. The state government can accord the state funeral status to the person other than the state government can accord the state funeral, the status of state funeral to any person other than these ones. ठीक है? ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल बहुत बार ये हमने ऑब्जर्व किया है कि जैसे कोई बहुत एमिनेंट फिगर, एमिनेंट पर्सनैलिटी मर जाता है, तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल कोई बहुत एमिनेंट स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन व्हेन ही डाइज, तो स्टेट समटाइम्स अकॉर्ड्स द स्टेटस ऑफ स्टेट फ्यूनरल टू दैट पर्सन्स फ्यूनरल. ठीक है? इन दैट केस द फ्लैग कैन बी ड्रेप्ड अराउंड हिज बॉडी. मतलब फ्लैग ड्रेप करने की अथॉरिटी किसके पास है? स्टेट के पास है.